What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got the Deshaun Watson dilemma plus could Davante Adams be the fuel the Jets need? Let's check this out. I'm gonna start doing more vids like this, like more NFL news and shit.
Vikings are gonna win the NFC North. Would that be an overreaction?
No, but the question actually was, are the Vikings gonna win?
The Vikings been looking really good, like especially that defense, bro. But can they keep it going? You know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold's looked pretty good so far this season.
Obviously, they're favored right now to win the NFC North. But yeah, I think
I think the last game was like his worst performance so far this season, which wasn't even like a horrible performance, bro. It was just, you know, it's just a little iffy. You know what I'm saying?
I think the question.
Jeff, are you buying it? Do you buy them to win the conference at 5-0? I understand the division.
Now, winning the conference, that's a big stretch at this point. I ain't gonna lie. I know they're 5-0. I think they'll probably win the division. It depends because they have yet to play the Lions yet so far. They've already beaten the Packers, which they almost gave up that game. The Packers almost came back and won it. So they still got to play the Lions twice. They still got to play the Bears with that elite defense, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings got to get tested this year. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. So let's go look at their schedule right quick. Hold up. Okay, so they're about to be on their bye week, and then they play Detroit. That's gonna be a huge test right there. But like I was just saying, they haven't played Detroit yet. Now they get tested with that because, I mean, they went right through the Texans, which I really think was absolutely mind-boggling that they blew them out. They beat the Niners, which no one saw coming. We expect them to beat the Giants, you know what I'm saying? Green Bay, they beat them. We expect them to beat the Jets. Detroit, that's going to be a tough test. Now, for the Rams, hopefully Puka and Kupp are back by then. If not, then them definitely gonna have the Vikings winning that one. But the Rams still look strong even without them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Indy, that's gonna be an iffy one because Joe Flacco looks like he's still got a lot left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? And he might take Indy to the playoffs this year. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. Jacksonville, they should win that one. Tennessee, they definitely should win that one. I'm not even gonna hold you. Chicago, that's gonna be a tough one. They play Arizona. Arizona's looking surprising this year too. They just coming off a win against the Niners. They play against Atlanta. That's gonna be a tough one. Then they play Chicago again. They play Seattle, Green. So they got a tough stretch, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we get to see how good is the Vikings actually, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coming off their bye week, bro. So it's gonna be a tough one for sure. But we're gonna check out the rest of this and see what they talking about.
Green Bay hasn't been as good as we thought they would. Candidly, I think Detroit, when it's all said and done, is going to wind up being the best team in the NFC. But you're buying the Vikings at 5-0.
I am. And the reason I'm buying the Vikings, I love the Lions as well. That's going to be the battle of all battles. Being in the division is fantastic. The defense of the Vikings, to me, separates them. They are finding ways.
And I feel like that's what, like, the Vikings offense, they don't even really have to do that much because their defense is just so fucking good, but they've already got a lot of defensive touchdowns this year, and 2 of them have come from Andrew Van Ginkel.
Turn the ball over. They're doing all the things that can over.
But like all they got to do is really play decent, and then they're yet to have T.J. Hawkinson back yet. So once they get him back, oh my gosh, that Vikings offense is going to be absolutely crazy.
Defense to me isn't quite as good as the Vikings.
Graziano, let's go to the next one here. If someone were to say Joe Burrow and the Bengals are going to miss the playoffs, would that be an overreaction?
I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. 1-4, like, bro, the Bengals are 1-4 in a conference this is the best conference in the NFL, bro. The AFC always has been. You know what I'm saying? It probably always will be, bro. Like, cause you got my Ravens, you got the Chiefs, the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Like all these dominant teams in the AFC, bro, and they're sitting here at 1-4. Like, but it's not looking too good. And then in a dominant division like the AFC North, bro, like it's just gonna be tough to be able to make the playoffs because we all know my Ravens are gonna make the playoffs. Now, I don't think the Browns are gonna make the playoffs for sure. I don't think they are unless they do a miraculous turnaround. The Steelers, I'm pretty sure this might be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. I'm gonna just say it right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know he hasn't had a losing season yet as head coach, but I think if there is any, you know what I'm saying, season for him to have a losing season, is this season right here, bro. Because there's too much uncertainty. Justin Fields is just too inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? There's one game he can throw for over 300 yards, and the next game he's struggling to even hit 100.
But this is a team that's got major problems on defense, and it's going to be very hard for them to fight their way back into this.
Nate.
Facts.
You
Oh,
buying
yeah, no,
it?
no. I think that the Bengals don't make the playoffs. It's too tough for them right now. And
100%,
the problem
bro.
is their defense, and there's no, like, injury.
Yeah, bro.
to
Cause like
recover
they say
from.
defenses win championships, and that's partly right too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause they couldn't stop a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially against the Commanders and then against us. Like, we were just carving them up, bro. And like that, there's nothing wrong with the Bengals offense. But this is the problem when you spend most of your money on offense and don't really handle anything on defense, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're paying Joe Burrow a lot of money. They about to pay Jamar Chase and T. Higgins a big bag. Who on defense have they really paid to come in and do something other than Trey Hendrickson? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, isn't Trey Henderson like the highest paid person on their defense? Like, and he hasn't really, from my perspective, I haven't really seen him do a lot this season so far either. So they really got to get that defense sorted out.
That's defense.
Something's got to change.
They have their schedule coming up now. They play the Giants, then the Browns, then the Eagles, then the Raiders.
They lost to the.
Now I could see them losing. I could see them only probably losing to the damn Eagles, but I probably wouldn't put it past the Raiders to beat them too. I'm not even gonna hold
I
you.
understand that. That was week one. Jamar Chase hadn't been there. They look much better offensively right now. Burrow's been as good as anybody the last month or so.
Yeah, that defense just got to step up, bro.
I think they could still make the playoffs.
Can I ask Dan a question? Are you picking the Giants over the Bengals this weekend? No. He loves the Giants right now.
Okay. Let's go to the last one. Let's go to the last one because this is the really good one. If someone were to say Jameis Winston should start for Cleveland at quarterback this week, is that an overreaction?
No,
I
and if Jameis
don't think that's an overreaction either, bro, because Deshaun Watson has looked absolutely horrible this season, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with y'all. He has looked absolutely horrible. You know what I'm saying? And is it okay? Let's answer this question right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know how bad Baker was when he was with Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? He was good his rookie year, but then like his last, you know what I'm saying, few years with Cleveland was not the best. And then he went to the Panthers, wasn't up to par. But then he went to the Rams, you know what I'm saying, that Thursday night primetime game. He had that big comeback win, and now he's in Tampa Bay balling out. Let's say it is a Cleveland Browns issue with them not being able to produce good quarterback play, bro. What if Deshaun Watson, you know what I'm saying, when his contract is up, he goes somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, and balls out, bro. We can probably say that it was a Cleveland Browns, you know what I'm saying, fuck up for them not being able to produce good talent at the quarterback position. But as of right now, like, Deshaun Watson has not at least looked decent, bro. He has not looked decent at all, bro. It's been absolutely horrific for Cleveland so far. So maybe if they bench him, and if Jameis struggles too, then maybe we can say it was a Cleveland Brown issue, maybe. But if he comes out and just absolutely balls out, and let's say in his first game as a Cleveland Brown throws for over 200 yards or something like that, bro, then we can maybe say it may be a Deshaun Watson issue. Who knows, bro?
Brian Sight, like someone else has to start.
Or maybe it's both Deshaun Watson and Cleveland.
Unbelievable how bad this has been.
Who knows?
I mean, I heard all last week is like, well, Deshaun Watson had just played his best game as a Brown. I went and looked it up. His game 2 weeks ago had like a 35 QBR, which
damn
was his best one of the year.
Yeah, great.
And considerably better than the 8 or whatever. He
35 QBR is crazy, bro.
How much worse you have to play if you're playing the worst of anyone in football to lose your job? Like, it's pretty bad.
It's unbelievable. And the thing is the defense is fighting. Special teams have played well. You are literally attached your season to a guy who's not playing. Make a move. If you're the Cleveland, you have to make a move. They made a terrible decision letting go of Joe Flacco, whatever. That's spilled milk. But put in somebody that your team can rally, because at some point, the defense and special teams, they're going, hey, why are we showing up if no one else is?
They're showing up because the owner made a decision to pay this guy so much money that you are
facts, bro. And like, only Cleveland can make a big ass mistake like this, bro. And do like, bro, they were desperate to, you know what I'm saying, just bring in a quarterback that was at least decent. Like, bro, in his last season in Houston, you know what I'm saying, he was putting up MVP caliber numbers. But bro did not play football for like the last 2 years. And you think to trade for him, give up everything, and then go out and pay him what, $250 million guaranteed or something like that, bro? I'm probably a little off on that, but bro, You go and pay him all this fucking money for him to play this horrible, bro. And for him not to be able to stay healthy on top of that, like, come on, bro. Only the Cleveland Browns can pull off some shit like this.
Okay, so you know I have a passion for sports history and all the rest of that. I think it is almost inarguable, if we could put up B28, please, that the Browns trading for...
Look at this shit, bro. These motherfuckers trade away 5 draft picks. 3 first-round picks. 2022, 2023, and 2024. So they're going to have a first-round pick in 2025. But they gave Watson a 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed contract. $72.9 million cap hit in 2025 and 2026. And $172 million in dead cap in 2025, bro. These niggas are absolutely fucked right now. They are fucked. They're like, I wouldn't even call it a rebuild mode. Like, bro, what's completely below rebuilding mode, bro? Cause like they're not gonna be contenders anytime soon, bro, with this fucking contract of his. Like, yo,
paying Deshaun Watson is going to wind up being the worst transaction in the history of football.
Yeah.
They gave up 5 draft picks, including 3 first-rounders.
And who was those first? Oh, those so the Texans. The Texans, they drafted C.J. Stroud. They drafted Will Anderson, and who else they drafted in the first round, bro? Who was their draft pick last year? Did they have? Oh, they traded and the Texans, they traded away that first round pick to the Vikings, and the Vikings, I believe, they got Dallas Turner with that pick. Like, bro, they just missed out on 3 really big key players because they want to bring in this nigga. Like, yo, they could have had a quarterback like C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young or Anthony Richardson, or even waited till this past year's draft. They could have drafted Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, or, you know what I'm saying, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, because he's riding the bench right now. You know what I'm saying? At least he would have been a starter. But bro, y'all go out and trade for this nigga, knowing damn well he was rusty, and he didn't even start the season after they traded him. He was suspended and came back and was still absolutely horrific, bro. And then going on to the next season, boom. I think he started off decent, but then, you know what I'm saying, injuries started to pile up and he was playing like shit again. Like,
is $72 million in each season. To lower it, they would have to sign him to an extension. If they cut him, his dead cap hit for next year would be $172 million. They couldn't pay Ohio State with what is left over in a salary cap, much less an NFL team, if they were to get rid of Deshaun Watson. So you're asking, why don't we move on from him?
So is this like the whole Dak Prescott situation, bro, where they had no choice but to resign him, because if they would let him go, I think it would have been like a $60 million cap hit or something like that.
Absolutely.
But this is even worse, bro.
Find a miracle way to make this work.
I don't think there's any way really out of this for real.
B28, that'll really bring it all home. B28 was nasty. Look, they did everything, right? They brought in a new offensive coordinator in Ken Dorsey. They changed the offense. They thought it would make it better for Deshaun Watson. He's done absolutely nothing since he's been there to elevate himself or anyone else around him, and they have to be growing very frustrated. I don't think they're going to bench him. I don't think they can bench him. I think it's coming probably from the very top. I think you might see news here in the next week or so that maybe Kevin Stefanski's giving up play calling to Dorsey, or, the kinds of moves that teams make to try and address these issues. But the core issue is, if this player does not start to play better, they have no chance.
And that's the problem. It's like, I understand the reason why. This is kind of like the sunk cost fallacy.
Yes.
Like, you have paid, not kind of, like, it's the definition of it. Yes, you've paid a lot of money to a player who is not very good. Continuing to put them out there does not make you better.
Thank you.
You need to go ahead and put someone and just take, you're going to take the cap hit.
Yeah.
The wild thing about the fully guaranteed contract is, most of the time, quarterback contracts end up being fully guaranteed because back end of the contract costs so much that you have to renegotiate it. But in this situation, you have no flexibility.
Yeah, this is kind of like the Dak contract, bro.
Like this, and it doesn't make it better.
Because Dallas, they completely backloaded Dak's contract, and that's why they had no choice but to re-sign him. And plus, he had a no trade clause. So if they were to trade Deshaun Watson, bro, what would the fucking cap hit be? I'm gonna look that up. Okay, well so if they so it was 172 mil, like they said earlier. So if they trade him, bro, like they're still fucked. $172.7 million, bro. Yikes, gang. Like, this shit is just ugly. Oh my gosh, bro. Damn.
Paid a lot for
keep them on the field.
Yeah, you paid a lot for a car, let's say, and it's not running right. Well, you go get a cheap one that runs, that gets you
Yes,
to be.
but in order to do so, you have to be willing to admit it was a mistake, and most people, particularly people who have had great success in life, have a very difficult time admitting a mistake of this magnitude.
And they have the weapons too, bro. Like, they got Amari Cooper. I don't know what they think was going to happen with Jerry Jeudy, though. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. I don't know what the hell they thought, what type of receiver Jerry Jeudy was, but he's not look good either. He's looking like a big-time bust, bro. They got Elijah Moore. They got David Njoku, but Nick Chubb is not even back yet, so they really can't solidify this run game to the fullest, bro, because Chubb is not back. Jerome Ford's decent, don't get me wrong, but he's no Nick Chubb. He's no Nick Chubb, bro. So I feel like if they had a good running game, they would have been able to, you know what I'm saying, hit some play action off that, deep shot to Amari Cooper or Jerry Jeudy. But, like, they have to depend on Watson to throw the ball, and that's just it's not going to work, bro.
Bring in somebody who you think is going to give us a spark and a chance to win.
You're talking about ego when you say that they have a hard time not admitting that they've made a mistake. It's fine. You can blame it on him.
Blitz. Rodgers looks right, throws right, back shoulder, and it may have been intercepted. Stephon Gilmore picks it off.
In a game where you lose by 6, plays like that are exponentially highlighted. 3 turnovers for me is definitely out of character, and I'm disappointed.
So it's time for today's final point, which has us, like most of you, waiting for that tweet from Adam Schefter for the blockbuster that is going to change the course of the entire season. It's going to say something like
Davante Adams.
Davante Adams has been traded to someone.
Like, bro, this whole Davante Adams situation is crazy. Like, my Ravens, we were the front runners, bro, but we pulled out of the race for some reason. I guess we feel like we don't need them, which I could say we don't. You know what I'm saying? Because Bateman started to get things going. Zay Flowers looks like our bona fide wide receiver 1. So, but I just feel like, bro, we need to give Lamar a absolutely true wide receiver 1 like Davante Adams, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Lamar looks great without a wide receiver 1, but just imagine him with a receiver like Davante Adams. That's just something to think about. But people keep saying, well, is he gonna go to the Chiefs? No. The Raiders are not gonna sit here and help a division rival try to three-peat. Like, they can't even beat these niggas already, bro. And you think they can just gonna give Davante Adams away to them? Like, nah, that's just not gonna swing, bro. So I don't think he's gonna go to the Steelers, because he's probably gonna end up requesting another trade, because Justin Fields is just iffy, bro, too inconsistent right now. The only logical spot I could see him going is the Jets team back up with A-Rod, bro. You know what I'm saying? Imagine Davante Adams, Garrett Wilson, Lazard. Lazard is only good when A-Rod is in the game. So and Lazard has been a touchdown machine this year. And then they also got Mike Williams as well. You know what I'm saying? And then Tyler Conklin's a solid tight end option. Then you got Breece Hall and Braylon Allen as a pretty good running back duo. So that offense will look so much better, bro. And they will probably be, you know what I'm saying, at least a top 5 offense before the end of the year if this trade does happen to be made, bro. Now, I could expect the Adams trade probably before the start of next week, maybe. But we've been hearing just so much about big what ifs. Is he going to this team? Is he going to that team? I honestly do think he's going to the Jets, though, bro. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a being with y'all, bro.
This is the type of player that rarely becomes available and can change a struggling offense for whoever goes out and gets him, which is why I say the Jets need to pound.
But Adams wants a ring, bro. He deserves one too. Like, I don't care what nobody says, bro. Adams is still a top 5 receiver in the league, man.
Same number of points they did last year and have virtually the same yardage per game. Reuniting Rodgers with Adams just might do it.
52 passes as the most like QB wide receiver duo in a span of 2017 and 2021.
Than Davante has. And in their last 5 years together in Green Bay, the two connected on 52 touchdowns, which was the most by any duo in that span. Now, Jets are just 1 game back of the Bills, as bad as it has looked. They meet on Monday night. The Bills, by the way, are also in need of a top wide receiver to fill the void left behind by Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen is coming off one of the worst performances we've seen in a long time.
9 of 30, bro. But nobody's gonna talk about that, bro. But if it was Lamar, everybody would have been talking about that shit, bro.
On throws 15.
Oh my, 0 of 13 is crazy.
Without a completion on throws like that since we started tracking those numbers in 2006.
Wow.
The Jets are already down a game to the Bills. Our analytics give the Jets just an 18% chance to win the division if they fall to Buffalo on Monday night. Not getting Adams could also not only mean continued struggles on offense, worst case, it could also mean their division rival or one of the other AFC contenders swipe in to take him away before the Jets get a chance to do it. So the bottom line of it is this: the time to make a move, if you're going to make one,
is now.
Right now.
Facts.
I turn to Dan Graziano, my insider extraordinaire. Where do we stand with regard to the Davante Adams trade possibility?
I think there's a strong feeling around the league that this could be a key week. Like, he hasn't been healthy the last couple of weeks, but I don't think this is the kind of thing the Raiders want to let drag out. They're paying him almost $1 million a week, and if he's not going to play for them, they might as well get him somewhere else so that team can pay him.
Who needs Davante Adams more, Josh Allen or A-Rod? I think A-Rod needs him more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because Josh Allen has already proved so far this season that he was good with Khalil Shakir being wide receiver 1, and then, you know what I'm saying, you got Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid, you got Dawson Knox, you know what I'm saying, Curtis Samuel. So I think A-Rod needs him a lot more because A-Rod has been struggling. Like damn near every game this season he's been struggling. Let's keep it a buck, bro. So I think A-Rod needs more help, and plus I feel like Adams wants to go play with A-Rod again, bro. You know what I'm saying? With the history with them in Green Bay, you know what I'm saying, all the touchdowns and all the games they've won together, bro. He just wants that rekindle that connection again, bro, with those two.
We're in London. That was a different kind of week for them. Perhaps they're back now and can focus a little bit on this. The Saints are the other team that
you ain't got to show that, bro.
Like to play for, according to Adam.
We shouldn't have lost that game.
The quarterback there. They had a Monday night game, so they're just getting into their week. So I think over the next couple of days there'll be more intense conversations, and it could lead to him being on the move this week or next.
So I guess the obvious question here on behalf of Jet fans everywhere and Bills fans everywhere, regardless of who needs him more, does he put either of those teams over the top? Do the Jets become what the Jets aspired to be by acquiring Davante Adams? Do the Bills?
I think he actually could possibly impact the Bills more than he could the Jets. The Jets' issues, as we talked about this show, are about putting themselves in a better position on third down by winning first and second down. They're terrible at first and second down. So I think Davante Adams does help them a little bit on these third and longs, but he does not address their major issue of protecting Aaron Rodgers and getting them in favorable situations.
But like, bro, protecting Aaron Rodgers, nobody's giving up offensive linemen during the season, bro. At this point in the season, nobody's giving up offensive line. Let's keep it a buck, bro. The only top players that are getting traded is receivers, corners, goddamn it, running backs, defensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? Linebackers, bro. Offensive linemen are pretty much hard to find during the season. So that's an off-season move that you have to make before the season, bro. So you don't have to deal with shit like this. And they went out and they went out and tried to fix that, bro. Because the offensive line was absolutely atrocious last year. They went out and they got Tyron Smith. He's been dealing with injuries over the last couple of seasons. They drafted Olu Fashanu. You know what I'm saying? They brought in John Simpson. They traded for Morgan Moses, bro. They beefed up this offensive line, and they're still struggling to protect this nigga Rodgers. I don't think it's that, but I think it's the problem that they need to create some continuity, bro, because I feel like that's the only reason why A-Rod has just been getting absolutely fucked back there in the backfield, bro. Like, defensive linemen just been absolutely giving the Jets O-line absolute back shots, bro, the whole season so far, bro. Like, yo.
It's been
so they got to get some continuity going, bro.
Against the Ravens and against the Texans, that they need somebody. They need a playmaker that they can trust. And maybe Coleman grows into that, but he's not that yet. So I think the Bills might be more positively impacted by Adams showing up.
What do you think, Jeff? Does Davante Adams change the calculus in the AFC if he winds up on one of those two
I
teams.
think he would change it for the Jets for this reason and this reason only. You just saw the last interception that Aaron Rodgers throws.
Yeah.
Williams never even turns his. It's that feel between Adams and Rodgers that I think changed the difference. Let's not forget they could have won that game. Their defense is going to keep them in a lot of games. I know everybody's been on the fire Saleh.
This is the pick you're talking about. Williams.
Well, Saleh's gone, ain't he? Didn't he just get fired?
He knows it's going to be a back shoulder throw. Stephon Gilmore obviously knows it's going to be a back shoulder. So that's the difference between Adams and another receiver.
That ain't even look like a back shoulder throw. I ain't gonna hold you.
Played with for years. Now, are either of them what they were 5 years? No, but can they work together to solve some of those issues, especially blitz pickup when the ball is going to be somewhere really quickly? I think that's the part that I would say would help the Jets.
I think that this is intriguing to me, Graziano. You brought it up earlier, and you were with the Steelers this weekend.
I think they're going to be aggressive to try and improve their wide receiver.
They can be, hey, bro, they can be aggressive all they want, bro. But don't the player also have the final say so in where he wants to go as well, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you does not want to go to Pittsburgh, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's frustrated with Gardner Minshew playing QB, how you think he gonna feel with Justin Fields playing QB, bro? Like, come on. That's just, you gotta think sometimes, bro.
Once they gave him the deal,
he's not going to Pittsburgh.
Try as hard as they can.
And that's not just me being a biased Ravens fan, bro. That's just like me being an NFL fan in general. That's just not where he's going.
My feeling was the Jets was the best place, but when more and more I watch this team, it doesn't feel like Davante Adams is the answer to the problems. I think that he makes the team better, but their major problems don't go away when you add Davante Adams. And maybe the combination is so good that their major problems become irrelevant. But when I watch this game, I'm not thinking like, man, a big-time wide receiver sure would help. I'm like, hey, run the ball would help. Be successful on first down would help. And maybe Davante Adams gives them another option, takes the safety out of the box, makes them a little bit better on first down. But he doesn't seem to be an obvious answer to their issues.
By the way, I mean, the bottom line of it is desperate times call for desperate
You're all
measures.
in for the Jets.
I think it is desperation for sure.
Hey man, I want to know what you guys think about the whole situation, bro. About every story that was covered in this video. Is Deshaun Watson the problem? Who should get Davante Adams? Are the Vikings the best team in the AFC, not AFC, in the NFC? You know what I'm saying, bro? Y'all let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Let me know what other NFL videos y'all want me to react to. Without further ado, I'm out. Yeah.